What's going on YouTube? Gabriel Sey, aka The Truth. If you're watching this video, this isn't going to be one of those typical reading from an encyclopedia type video because I can't stand those. Why does it sound like you're just reading a book to me? And also, if this video does help you, just give it a thumbs up, helps me out, and just share it with friends and stuff. But to be honest, there's tons of diets out there. There's so many diets that it gets confusing as to which one you should do to lose body fat. Now, what I want to do is talk about the most popular ones that are going around at the moment and kind of look at a little bit of the science behind it and help you to make a choice of which one works best for you. The answers that I'm going to give you will probably shock you, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it because people just talk crap just to sell plans. That's not me. So let's reel off a few. Like I haven't scripted none of this. I haven't scripted any of this. This is all freestyling. So let's just reel a few. We've got keto, we've got carb backloading, we've got your normal bro food, you've got, if you don't understand these terms, I will explain it in a second. You've got IIFYM, if it fits your macros. You've also got intermittent fasting. That's the one. So let's look at those ones. Now I have to remember these. Alright, so let's look at keto first. So keto is basically a diet which, instead of your body using carbs as its main fuel source, you switch it to using fats as your main fuel source. So a typical keto diet will look like 25% protein, 5% mainly fibrous carbs. So carbs aren't really involved in the keto diet. It's fibrous carbs, so veg and stuff like that. And then 70% fats. So you're getting, it's a ton of fat. So that's what forces you into ketosis, which then you're using fats as your main fuel source. Then we've got intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is, say I go to sleep at 10 and then I normally wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I then choose not to eat my first meal until maybe 2 in the afternoon. Then I've got from 2 till 10 to get all my calories in there. You following? Okay, so then we've got bro foods. So a bro foods diet, this is like your typical 40-40-20 split, and then you typically be eating stuff like sweet potato, rice, broccoli, asparagus, spinach. That's what they call the bro foods diet. Then you've got IIFYM. This is the one that's taken the world by storm and everyone's just gone nuts over it. So this is basically, you have a set amount of macros and you can fill it with whatever you want. So this can be, I've seen some people, they allow themselves to have treats every day. Then finally, carb backloading. So this is basically, so you eat protein and fats during the day, and then towards the end of the day, you're slamming tons of carbs. You're slamming all your carbs for that day. Now I'm probably confusing you. You're probably thinking, so which one's better? How am I gonna lose weight, Gabe? Help me out right now. All of these diets, write that down, do the same thing. I told you I was gonna shock you with the answer. All of them do the same thing. If you're on keto, cool. You'll lose body fat because you're in a calorie deficit. If you're on carb backloading, you'll be in a calorie deficit, so you'll lose body fat. See, the key thing that I'm saying here is that you need to be in a calorie deficit. None of these diets are a magic formula. None of these diets have a special way of working. At the end of the day, calories in versus calories out. So let's have a look why people choose these different diets. One word, lifestyle. This could be down to the type of foods that they like to eat. This could be down to the amount of time that they have to eat certain things. This could be just down to what they like to do. Maybe they're not hungry in the morning. Maybe they like to eat a lot more fats. So they've adjusted these diets just to allow you to adjust to your lifestyle, but you'll lose body fat with all of them, probably at the same rate. So the reason why keto blew up so big, and if you guys want someone who is really big on keto, go and check out my boy Goody Beats. I'll put the link to his channel like first thing in the description. He's great on keto. His channel is about keto. So the reason why this took the world by storm is that media has made it seem like carbs are bad. Whereas most of the time, the people that say carbs are bad are the ones that just eat too much. Not even too much carbs, you just eat too much, and it just seems that what you're eating too much of is carbs. So then you cut it out, you're eating less, and then carbs are the enemy. Carbs are, you shouldn't eat carbs. And then it's just like, wow, they don't listen to any of us fitness people like bodybuilders and stuff like that who have actually gone through the paces. They listen to these weird doctors that, you know, are skinnier than a rake, trying to tell me how to eat to build muscle. That, get out of here. I don't want this to be a rant because it's not a rant. This is informative. But the fact of the matter is, carbs aren't the enemy. Fats aren't the enemy. Protein's not the enemy. Like having all of them high and eating too much, that's the problem. So keto will suit someone who doesn't really like carbs. Maybe it makes them feel bloated. See, these are things that aren't necessarily aiding fat loss, but it's a body type thing. Maybe they just don't, carbs don't agree with them in a sense of they're left bloated, uncomfortable, not holding more water as all these people say, or holding more body fat. No, you're just bloated. So keto would work well for those type of people. Then carb backloading I think this was just created to make money out of people who don't know any better, because this doesn't make any sense. You know, save all your carbs for the end of the day. Some people like to just eat all their carbs at the end of the day because that's how they like to eat. The same with intermittent fasting. Some people don't like eating breakfast. Some people have the most energy of their life. They can train fasted and then, you know, eat after they train at like 2 p.m. Cool, that's you. So don't get caught up in which one is best, because all of them, as long as if you follow the basic rules of, if you're in a calorie deficit, you will drop body fat. Last two to talk about, bro foods and IIFYM. So if it fits your macros and bro foods, the argument between these is ridiculous. They're the same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing. You have a set of macros. Someone says, oh, you have this much protein, carbs, and fats that you've calculated. And then they say, go and fill it with food. This person has said, I want to fill it with chicken, rice, broccoli, sweet potato, and this and that, because that's what I like to eat. I said it in my beginner series as well. Then someone else has said, I'm gonna fill it with maybe some chicken thighs, some salmon, maybe some ice cream every day. But I'm gonna fit that in because I feel I need my fix every day. That's cool. I personally can't do it. The mental state is hard, which I mentioned in my last video, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Go and check out that video if you wanna hear more on that. But all of them do the same thing. So guys, don't get caught up. Look at these diets, or I'm not even gonna call them diets. Look at these meal plans and see which one suits your lifestyle best. See which one agrees with you in terms of your work situation, your intermittent fasting. Maybe someone works long hours, police force, for example. Like if you're on the go, you're not stopping for you. Oh, I just need to eat this meal. I know 2 people in the police force. Nah, when you're going, you're going. Especially blue light. There's no stopping and say, oh, criminal, wait a minute. I have to eat this Tupperware box of chicken and broccoli. I'll be with you in 5 minutes. Don't steal anything. It just doesn't work like that. So, you know, that might work for them. If they know that their shift is from this time to this time, they can survive majority of that shift without eating and still have a lot of energy, and then cram all their calories, their set calories, which are in a deficit, into that time, do it. But the basic principles are there. I think people like to overcomplicate things, because when you overcomplicate things, you can confuse people. When you confuse people, people sell more. I'm not here to sell more. I'm here to just give you information, solid information that you can actually take away and be like, wow, okay, I actually understand what's going on now. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna find articles and put the links in the description for each one of these meal plan types. See which one works for you and then go from there. But that's pretty much it. So some of you might dislike the video because you were looking for that special formula. I'm hoping a lot of you will like the video because I've just told it how it is. I'm not sugarcoating anything. So whatever, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.